So we're gonna have an honest conversation.
That's honest. But there is this cute guy that works at the coffee
Thank
shop.
you. Thank you. Thank you. That's why I said we're gonna have an honest conversation. Because I'm not stupid. One thing I know about women is I'm just pressing record.
Like,
I said just press record. Don't worry,
okay.
something like that. Literally, it's gonna be a clip of you saying something silly.
Okay. Too much pressure.
What kind of pressure? What is there pressure about?
Just kidding. Just edit everything out. I'm just joking.
Who goes to a coffee shop with makeup on? Goes back to another one. I'm curious.
Wait, what? You act like you never see me with makeup on.
I did not see you with makeup on earlier.
I think I
how
had
about
some
I say
of
it
it.
like this? How about your natural beauty was exuding, excreting through your soul, through your pores. I'm surprised you're wearing makeup. I don't think I've ever seen you with makeup on.
Really? Does my skin look bad now?
Did I say that? I never said it looked bad. I'm just saying. You look
I wear,
nice, Tanya.
thank you. I wear makeup. Not like every day. Like sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I like to bring out my eyes sometimes.
Hey, I'm not trying to justify a thing, my dear.
No, I just wanted to like feel cleaned up, like
Oh, I hear
because
you.
yeah, like I'm just gonna be like basically I wanted to feel like if I was gonna go work from a coffee shop, like I was like going to work kind of like, getting ready and not just being like meh every day.
So we're gonna have an honest conversation.
That's honest. But there is this cute guy that works at the coffee
Thank
shop.
you. Thank you. Thank you. That's why I said we're gonna have an honest conversation. Because I'm not stupid. One thing I know about women is nothing a lot for some of you, it ain't an accident.
I mean, I didn't know if he was gonna be working or not. He's just a barista there, but he was cute. He's always or he remembered my coffee order.
Oh, that's true love.
Uh, he's like, "Do you want that with cold brew?"
Oh God. Did you hear the way he said that? Cold.
Yeah,
Love adjectives.
I think I saw a mild lick lip. I'm not sure.
Tanya, what is something that you're struggling with or did you need some help with in your personal life? I'm not asking for gory details, but
How much
honestly,
time do we have? I'm just kidding.
I'm being serious. Like, because here's the reality of it. Most people don't realize how many people struggle with the same exact things.
I mean, like what aspect? Because
Whatever
like,
you want to share. Use common sense. I'm not saying this part's obviously going live and nothing that you want on there, whatever we shared, but use common sense. My big thing is to showcase you.
okay. I don't. I feel like I'm dealing with so much lately. Some stuff I don't want out there, but
Top three that you can share.
huh?
Pick 2 or 3 that you can share without putting names out there and any of your personal business or anyone else's.
Okay, like 3 things I'm going through.
Tell you, I don't know why we keep repeating questions.
I know I'm just a little brain dead right now.
I got you. What are 3 things? How about this? This is what I want to do.
Please don't post half.
I'm not going to even post anything like this. This more so is to get you practicing doing stuff like this. You need to get your endurance up. Your endurance has gone down. I'm not talking about the gym. Your endurance. This is what wears people out.
I do feel worn out mentally lately.
It's endurance, and people like no one's talking about endurance. When I say endurance, it's like the endurance to have a conversation, the endurance to push through. Those things need to be built on. And when you talked about different things, and I know that you've been on people's podcast, that's a different type of endurance. That's kind of like saying, oh, I talk to people all day, or I go to the gym every single day. Ice skating shouldn't get me that tired. two completely different avenues, two biomes, essentially, two completely different things. But a lot of people don't have the endurance. But for you, I know a big deal for you is getting yourself back out there. This is practice.
No, this is really good. I was just thinking of that today, like how I need to like get back on some more podcasts. I need to like remember what that's like because I haven't been doing that lately. You know what I mean?
What got in the way?
What's that?
What
Oh,
got in the way?
I mean, just me being exhausted from work, everyday tasks, like basically me mentally checking out at the end of, 5 o'clock and saying like, I'll focus on that later. So like I'll rest for a little bit. And then, around 9 o'clock, that's when I'll get going. I'll do that till, 10 or 11. But what happens is what happens. Netflix, are you still there? I know you're there. Like you're still there. And I just lose all momentum. And I finish the season, in 2 nights of some show on Netflix. And then the next day, I'm like, oh, I got it next day, same.
Can I ask you a difficult question?
Yes.
Who is missing out in all your splendor of seeing you right now because you're watching Netflix?
Who's missing out?
You dressed up, you got a little hottie for his body barista. I'm just saying, but by you doing that, what are you missing out on?
Yeah, like everything, life.
So what are we going to do to flip this switch into gear?
This is like a new thing, by the way. Like I never used to turn on like TV was like to go to bed, like some background noise. And now it's like I'm making it a part of my nighttime routine. And I gotta stop because it's cutting into my productive time for stuff I want to do. It's cutting into, like you said, nobody seeing me, just sitting in my bed with my makeup on because we know I don't like to wash my face.
Tanya.
See, you might not want to publish any of this. And then it keeps me up at night and then I'm exhausted the next day. And what do I have to show for it? It's different if I was out all night with somebody, had great conversations, maybe had a few drinks, like that'd be worth being tired the next day. But watching 9 episodes of How I Met Your Mother or whatever's on right now, that's not why I want to feel tired the next day.
I'm going to challenge you with something. Are you open to it?
Yeah.
What's a standard that you have currently? The challenge comes right after. What's your current standard? What are you accepting? Is another way of saying it. I've talked to you about goals. I've talked to you about what you want. What is a standard? Something that is pretty much your baseline for deciding how you live your life. What are you accepting into your life? What are you doing to ensure you're going to continuously get the same results?
I mean, I feel like I'm lacking on my standard because I would say consistency of doing the things I want to do would be standard, right? Because if I hold myself accountable every day to something, which I do in aspects of like the gym lately, like even if I don't want to go, I go, right? Like no matter what, I'm like, you have to go because you made this commitment to yourself. So I think I just need to recommit myself to my other goals.
Recommit. In
Recommit.
order to have that standard recommitted to, what do you have to do? Because we're talking about raising your standard. We can say a lot. What are you going to be doing to ensure that happens?
Yeah, I mean, I think I need to plan a schedule of block times where I'm making these things happen.
I was about to say, do you even believe that?
I want
I have
to.
never seen someone eyes like, yeah, that sounds good. So
No,
let's try it again. Because if
I feel like I do need to do that though, because I am getting distracted with like, you know what I mean? Like, there's no reason why I should be watching TV for more than an hour a night. Like, that's ridiculous,
But Netflix does put out really good programming. So I mean, you gotta give yourself some credit here.
You're right. You're right. I mean, I've been watching some pretty good stuff. Uh,
No, but all jokes aside, like, I mean, that's the truth though. But what are you doing? What are you going to do to make sure you follow through on this? You say a schedule. What's it going to take for you to create this schedule?
mm, that's why I'm slacking. I think I just need to create the schedule and stick to it. Like once I commit, okay, say with the gym, right? Like I have an app and I sign up for certain classes at the gym.
Mhm.
Once you sign cancel or don't show up, it's $10 out of your account. So it holds me accountable. So what I need to do is hold myself accountable to um this schedule slash time block slash goals so that I actually accomplish it. Because when I hold myself accountable, I do it, right? Because I've already made that commitment to myself. But without making any commitments to myself and saying, like, whatever, I'll just do it later. Like, I don't have anything planned. I don't feel an obligation to work on that goal.
So you're
Even
being
though,
serious right now. You're saying it's just that simple.
yeah, yeah, for sure.
Cool. Take 5 minutes right now. Write out your schedule.
Okay.
You said it. I'm serious. I'm holding your hand. I'm right here. I'm gonna start the timer right
I-
now. 5 minutes, no excuses. You wasted a lot of time. And you know how I am.
it took me a minute. Okay. A schedule, like per day, like for 2 day or
You said a schedule would help you be recommitted. You had some idea in your mind, whether it's monthly, quarterly, daily, weekly.
okay, I got this.
Ask the questions. I'm right here. You're 27. Got the world by its hair right now. You have a French poodle and a convertible.
Don't tell everybody.
Write the schedule.
I'm trying. So far, I only have like stuff that I'm already committed to. 7 a.m. gym, 8 to 5 p.m. work, 5:30 to 7 run, walk. It's usually when I'm listening to
If you got
podcasts.
time to watch Netflix, you got time to be successful. So you got to try again. If you're
Okay.
telling me my schedule has no room for success.
No, no, no. You have to put it in there.
Oh, I know. That's what I'm getting at.
So,
You have to make space for this. And what are you
okay.
trying to, what activities? You need to think about that because oftentimes when you make a schedule, we make schedules based upon ideals many times. Oh, when I get off at 5, I'll do this. I would suggest you look at that schedule and say, no matter my mood, no matter how tired, this is that thing or things that I can do no matter what, because it becomes a non-negotiable.
Okay.
Moving the ball forward. I don't care if it's send 5 emails. I don't care if it's 5 social media posts, 2 social media posts, but what is that one thing at the minimum that you can do in your schedule? It sounds like you're breaking it down daily, weekly, that you can start committing to at least 4 to 5 days a week with the same commitment that you have to getting dressed up to go to meet the barista that you have yet to say this person's name, by the way. So that tells me y'all haven't made an introduction.
I don't know his name. He's just there a lot. I noticed he seemed cute and nice. He's probably married. I mean, he's not married. I didn't see a ring, but you know.
I'm going to show you a very simple formula to find all this stuff out.
Okay.
Do it. Talk to him. Why are women so opposed to talk to the guy? First, I know you're different. I do know that. But why?
Yeah.
I don't want to hear what guys have about the societal rules. I'm talking to you because you're a disruptor and you can't tell me that you're not. I can tell. So why? Because you don't follow conventional standards anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have a problem going up to a guy. I honestly usually, first of all, the only way a guy's talking to me is if I go up to him usually, because believe it or not, like they don't approach me. Guys do not approach me. They might look until their eyes fall out of their head as I'm walking by them, but they never say hi. I literally, when I'm walking by someone, have to mouth the word hi and smile to let someone know, like, hi, I'm inviting, like, come on over. Usually it doesn't happen, but they smile, you know, and I'm just like, hi. Like even on my runs, my walks, hi, hi. Pretty much, anyways. I feel like if I don't approach somebody, like I'm not getting talked to. So, and not to be like, oh my God, I'm this shit or anything like that, because I'm
Uh-uh.
not.
I
Yeah,
don't
I
get
don't.
that.
They don't come up to me. Like literally, I can be out for 10 hours, day and night. No guy will approach me.
I
Not at the
really hope
gym.
people pay attention to that. I see more guys who are terrified to walk up to women, attractive women, terrified. So odd to me. But, so it sounds like one of your action steps for the day to move the needle forward is when you're going to say hi to this guy this week.
I don't know, Vernon. I don't even know if I'm ready.
What happens if you sit back and wait for life to happen? What's the likelihood of success if you wait for life?
I mean, you're right. I had dressed up for other reasons today too, though.
Oh, I love how you're about to pull a reason out your butt right now. That ain't working because I knew there was something up. Don't play that game. Don't do the woman thing where you weasel out of it. So, you know what? Stay on topic. I can't even hear you right now. Stay on topic. No, because see what's happening?
Part of it is when I'm feeling mentally like exhausted or down, I like to like fake it till you make it kind of thing. So like, you know, kind of get done up and feel presentable and feel like you don't feel as tired as you are. Does that make sense? Like it kind of just like makes you feel better.
So you're saying you're okay. Okay. So now that you feel better, what's your plan?
For my schedule, for the barista.
Oh, it's all the same thing because you're uncomfortable about both. You recognize what the obstacles and objections are about both, but yet when you find a direct plan, you avoid it. And that's what I'm kind of pushing at. Because see, I can say goals and what your plans are for success. You can throw that into the ether. He and the thought of him makes you smile, big smile.
No, I think it's funny because it's just a cute guy. We've had no real conversation.
So you just literally just negotiated with your wants and desires.
Maybe.
I'm intentionally pushing you here. You got no choice here. You tell me that, hey, I want to do these things. I got off track. I need to be more consistent. And how you have the honey that's bringing the bee, but you don't want to have more bees at you because you're not going actively, putting yourself out there, designing an actions plan.
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely not putting myself out there.
Relationally, okay, but if relationship or the pursuit of a potential relationship isn't jobbing with you, then what about looking at some things in your personal life that you can start approaching differently?
No, definitely. I definitely need to do that because to your point, not even talking about in a relationship standpoint, I need to definitely put myself more out there for other things like my goals. I see what we're doing here. The barista is basically just an example of, oh, got it.
Wow, you're catching on.
It's on this barista. Okay, totally understand.
Now
that.
you're seeing what I'm getting at. You're excited about it. It's something that makes you smile. Then once you get close to it and say, hey, what's the next step? Not that hot. I can tell you that. And what I didn't tell you about was Stacy. Stacy made me smile. I mean, he's cool, but Stacy, and you know what? I don't even like coffee that much. Barista. I can't even drive. Like immediately you started working against everything that you spoke of that we could see it in your eyes, right? But
You are so right. Oh my gosh.
I want you to watch this because I'm going to send this out to you. I want you to see this.
That is funny. I need to see that because I guarantee you I'm doing that with so many other things.
Yes, that's why I asked you to say, hey, let's talk. Because you won't see a lot of things, but I'm kind of highlighting it one so you can know, but you literally backtrack.
Fuck. Dang.
If there's not one way that we can get 3 things accomplished in this call, in this interview, and literally it's been 26 minutes, it's forcing you to focus, getting you to see how you backtrack. And number 3, you already know what to do.
Gosh.
You know exactly what to do. You don't want to do it.
Which is weird, right? Because it would benefit me and I would be excited about it.
Say what? Thank you, Tanya.
You're welcome. I'm just here to make you feel right all the time.
It's not, I'm not, it's not the right. It's not my right. It's your right. It's your right to decide. It's your right to stop talking. It's your right to say, I don't want to be around people who just dream and don't do. That's your right. That's the only right I care about. What's your happy, not my happy. You told me that this person was attractive. I just noticed, you look very different, not in a bad way. I'm sure there was more than a reason. Oh, well, I'm just changing ecosystems. It's really great when they have pewter on the walls. No. It's important enough for you to get dressed up. It's important enough for you to sit down and say, how am I going to approach it? And you get dressed up every day. So isn't it safe? What's that?
I said I like that.
Made it up.
But
literally
I like
in a
it.
moment. But
because
we talk
dressed up, I mean, it's the same thing. It's like getting ready to to pursue something. So dressed up metaphorically, I like that.
You made it more complicated than what it needs to be. They stare at me when I walk by. I have to speak to them or it won't happen. What you have said is, all I need to do is seize the opportunities. And when you have the chance to seize the opportunities, instead of you seizing, you straddle, you surround, but you don't proceed.
I really do that. I do that with everything. So no wonder. Oh, man.
Until now, I did that. But after this moment, I'm going to look at things differently, is what you need to start saying to yourself.
Yes, that is something I did do that I am now noticing or confirming. And I will be doing things differently now. I will no longer be out in the stratosphere, universe, just circling. I will be honing in on what I want.
You're right, because you got 3 more minutes. Go ahead and write that schedule out.
Okay.
Get serious about this. Tick tock on the clock.
Okay. I'm still trying to figure out what exactly is. There's so many things I want to accomplish, but I'll put it in real quick.
What's that?
With someone who has, issues with attention span and focus, me, undiagnosed. There's so many things I want to do, and then I get in my head, and then I don't do any of them. Right? It's like when you have ADD and you go into a room, and you're like, wait, what am I here for again? Oh yeah, shit, I'm hungry. Go to the kitchen. Wait, where's that remote? Oh, I just was upstairs. Why didn't I grab the remote? Go upstairs. Oh, there's where I put that key. You know what I mean? And by the time the hours are done, you're like, I got nothing accomplished. I found no remote. I found no key. I didn't get something to eat. So I need to focus on what's most important and then go down the list, I assume.
Yeah, it kind of changes, right? Because it's what's my end game is kind of the big thing here. What sort of outcome am I looking for? Like, what is my end game by getting the remote? Did you even want to watch TV?
Oh.
Because what people are quick to say, oh, I have this, I have that. No, you just have short-term goals. Oh, I wanted to get that remote. I had to get the remote. Now you're like, how can I beat myself up? I wanted to get the remote. You didn't even want to watch TV. So why is the remote even in the question? That's why I always ask you, what are you trying to accomplish? What are you trying to do? If you want to accomplish feeling bad about yourself, oh gosh, I left the butterscotch out on the counter. You don't even like sugar. So what are we worried about it for? Throw it away. Get, you know what I mean? Like it has nothing to do with the outcome or the result or the end game even working towards. So back to the original thing with your schedule or how you want to do things. What is the outcome you're looking for? What is the end game? What is the result?
This is a lot right now, Vernon. Okay.
But aren't you worth it?
Yes. Yes.
I'm not even sure where that came from.
Yes. Okay. Um,
3 minutes starts now, officially.
okay. Um, I mean, I don't know if this is a short-term goal or not.
It's your goal. I mean, short term is you can do something in a week or two. That doesn't mean it's not impactful though. Because if your goal is, oh, I want to talk to this guy, that's a big goal. You know, you could do it tomorrow, but that doesn't mean it's not, it's not impactful. I don't want you to parse your goals. All that's like a step 3 or 4. For right now, you need to write them out. Or at least figure out what your action steps going to be in your schedule.
Okay. I mean, okay. Do I break it down like goals for business? Like, or goals for like my stuff I want to do on like my creative stuff? And then do I break it down like goals for like gym? Or do I just
Oh,
write gym?
do it that way. Do it the way that makes sense to you. I think a lot of times with goals, I think it's good to have a template, but everybody works, many of us work a little differently.
Okay.
What's the closest one to you in terms of what is something that you can do kind of in the here and now, that's going to give you a quick win, but it's a win in the direction of your choosing.
So I mean, one thing to do is write my next book. And
You wrote a book?
yes,
Oh, okay. What's the name of your book?
just the tip.
What is Just a Tip about?
You don't want to know. Kidding. Just the tip. It's just the tip, the ins and outs of the industry. And it is about the service and bartending industry. Super funny stories that I've encountered with lots of people, guests, coworkers. And yeah, it's available on Amazon.
Isn't that interesting? For someone who says that she's mentally fatigued and tired, just piped right up, didn't she? That's really interesting.
So writing and me getting creative and putting a book out there is super exciting to me and super fun. I enjoy it. I enjoy writing it. I enjoy researching it. I enjoy looking for the editor and the cover. I really like that.
So that's on your plan, your schedule right now, then, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right now, how many days a week are you going to commit to something that excites you, that lights you up, that brings more meaning to your life? We forget what we love to do.
Yeah, we really do. Until you're doing it and then you just can't stop. Like when I start writing, because I write like pen to paper. I'm not a typer. I write the whole book out on pen and paper usually, and then I type it all up. That way, A, I can see where my errors are and if I want to move anything around. And then B, I'll be like in my bed just writing. And it just like comes out so easily. But before I start writing, I'm like, I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna write about. I don't know. So it's literally putting that pen to paper to get the whole thing started.
What do you think you've been doing right now?
Oh my God, I love you. You're so right.
No, you're so right. That's a double entendre, by the way.
You are
Okay.
right.
No, I'm not trying to be right. I just wanted, like, as much as it's uncomfortable, when you first got on, you were feeling away. But now look,
My energy's back.
This is why I wanted to talk with you. I see what's
Uh,
going on.
yeah, I love this. No, I needed this because as much as we've talked about, like, you saying like, well, bring your goals next session or do this next session. I just was exhausted. I didn't want to think about the goals. Like I was like, yeah, I'll bring some goals. But then literally every time I went to go think about it, I was like, I mean, I'm just getting through my days at this point. You know what I mean? Um, no, I love that we're doing this. This is gonna help so much.
Perfect, because you're picking up part 2 of this tomorrow.
Okay.
Are you open to that?
Yes.
Perfect. I'm gonna stop recording now,
Okay.
but I wanted
Please.
you to see this.
Yeah.
Tanya, you're a lot smarter than what you give yourself. I mean, it's not even a smart thing. All you need is the right leverage. You just need a little friendly push. We've been talking for 30 plus minutes. If you rewatch this, when you rewatch this, you're going to see it. It really took about 3 to 4 minutes for you to get it. I came at you differently. What's that?
And then my energy changed.
Because you started seeing the possibilities.
So true.
And I pushed you because you needed it. And then I came at you from an abstract perspective. I started mentioning the guy. I know how you think. I can see how your brain works. Once you caught on, then it's like, chugga. Okay. And next thing you know, you're like, okay. And then you started like going to this imaginative world versus Netflix. Now Netflix doesn't sound that entertaining anymore. It's cool, but look what you're doing. And then the best part about it is you negotiated against your wants and desires live. Live. I want you to see the first minute.
Like I get the barista is cute, but I was like, Vernon knows me. Like I'm not into like dating right now, kind of. I mean, I am, but I'm not. Like I was like, I don't know if that's something I would pursue right now. Like I have so much other stuff to focus on.
But those momentary interests can help, right? It's kind of like when if you're at the gym and all of a sudden I'm like, oh my God. And I'm like, oh, I'm not that tired. I get 2 or 3 extra reps out, right? I'm talking about with you because you did pull-ups. You had something in your mind that made you push through it.
Oh, if there's out beside me because it's a class and they're killing it. Oh, I'm killing it. Oh, I've never tried this size weight before, but I got this.
That's one of your secret weapons.
Mm-hmm.
People, you pipe up with people. It gives you a boost. Use it. Go to work in coffee shops. Tell people, put a sticker on the back of your laptop that says I'm important. That'll put all sorts of, hey, look, let me tell you something. I used to, when I ride my bike, you know what I ride when I ride my bike? I take my shirt off and I ride. And you know how tired I get? Not tired enough to stop because I gotta, but it puts a commitment on me. And it's how people are like, oh, that's vain, it's cocky. No, it's not. It gets the goal. That's all that matters to me. And you have got to decide, I'm tired, this and the other. How can I get my endurance and have fun up? Get my endurance up and have fun. I got to push myself. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. I can't believe I'm doing this. Why am I doing this? They're looking at me. I'm doing this. Oh, yeah. Smooth sailing. Boom. Because that's literally what you did just now.
I love that.
You got one day. I want to see you tomorrow at the same time because I want you to see how quick you change. You move so GD fast.
That was so quick.
I want you to focus. People don't move this fast, by the way. You move quick, so I can move quicker. But you really do have it. This is why I was like, I'm gonna get her to do this. You get to practice. You get to see yourself. I mean, this is phenomenal what you just did. What are you thinking? You got that look?
No, I mean, I felt the switch. I'm honestly, I'm kind of thinking like, why, when we first started, like, I couldn't see that, you know what I mean? I couldn't see the goal. And then, I don't know if it's because I'm like second guessing them or just not, like I said, just exhausted or I don't know, but it was like something clicked and I was like, oh yeah, this is back there. It's almost like you had to go through a bunch of boxes and be like, Tanya, it's right here. And I'm like, oh, that's where I put it. But why does my mind work like that?
It's a couple of different reasons. It's a few. It's habitual neural networks. It's what you practiced. We all know at certain times. All right, 12 o'clock or whatever time it is o'clock, you probably or maybe mentally assigned, I'm done. It's just overall life fatigue. Some of this is your standards need to be reset. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. That's definitely a conversation.
100%.
But I think go ahead.
If I can't say what my standards are, how am I going to set them?
That's a fair statement. Sometimes we need to articulate them. You have standards? Absolutely. Because you have a standard for your hair right now. You have a standard for your physique. You have a standard for the way you speak. The big thing that I see a lot of women out here doing right now in relationships is they have standards for what everybody else is supposed to do, but not for themselves. And those are the most important standards because your standard attracts who you want. There are things that I do.
Yeah.
Excuse me, there's things that I can't do because of what I want to attract. And I'm not talking about just a romantic relationship, but I'm saying for you, it's to really sit back and take the time. A lot of times people say, I'm just tired, I'm worn out. You just clearly shown you just need to be pushed a little bit. And when pushed, the way that I do things, as you know, I'm not here to beat you up. We're going to laugh about it.
Yeah.
It was really freaking comical saying like, he's hottie for my body. He's not that fly. I'm good. Like you went back. And that was a trip and it cracked me up.
It's really cool to be on Good Morning America and promote my book. Yeah, well, just email them. I mean, I'm not even up that early. Like, no one's gonna be watching. Like, they probably cut my anyways.
You said that writing wakes you up, it puts you in this creative mode. And that's like, I'm so in love with this. How could I forget about it? And that's when I saw it, you're like, if you watch it, you can see it and you're like, how did I forget? We forget. The big thing is when you remember, what are you going to do about it? Don't get caught up in the whys. That's why I kind of digressed when I was talking about that. It happens. Only thing that matters is what you're going to do. It's not what happens, it's what you say and what you do. That's all that matters. Sound good?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I never stop recording. Stop it now.